Colchester. It's Britain's oldest recorded town, so you would expect it to have a number of hauntings. Many of the buildings date back to the 16th century, including the Stockwell Arms, a pub that's reported some very strange noises.
This is the Stockwell Arms, and it's quite possibly the oldest pub in Colchester. The brewery records seem to date it to at least 1385. And it has Roman foundations, so it possibly goes back a lot longer than that. The word Stockwell means a source of good water, which was always used for breweries. The legend of this ghost dates back to somewhere around the end of the 17th century, and she's supposed to have been a small child who fell down some stairs on the other side of the building. And since that time, her ghost appears to have haunted the building. There have been the rattling of latches, footsteps, and other phenomena that the landlord will tell you about because he's experienced them directly. That's all we know about it.
I was in here for about roughly 3 years, and then it started about then. Basically, first of all, I didn't take much notice of it. It was the first time, like we heard latches sometimes. And I just put it down to, got 2 cats, and we thought it was them mucking about. And then one night in my bedroom, I felt very hard pressure sitting on the end of my legs. And when my little girl was small, she used to hate storms, and I thought it was her crawling around to get into the bed. But it wasn't. As soon as I put the light on, the pressure went right off my legs, and they were very heavy. And of course in the winter time when the fire's on, cats love sitting in front of the fire. So we sat there one night, and it was probably about 1 o'clock in the morning, and all of a sudden we heard these latches go up again, and the 2 cats woke up and looked straight at the door. So they hear it, as you know, animals can very good sense of hearing. I mean, I've got a dog, and you know the dog's coming up the road 50 yards away and he's barking. And so they heard it as well.
We were all sitting in the lounge one night, the family, and we've got latches on the door that flick up. And we were all sitting watching the television, and all of a sudden the latch went click. And we all stared at the door, waiting for someone to appear, and no one came in. So we got up and had a look, and there was no one there. So we all got a bit sort of scared at the time. My daughter wasn't very keen on staying upstairs, and she was about 14 at the time. She wouldn't stay up there. She'd had this feeling of insecurity up there. She thought there was someone after her.
We asked clairvoyant Valerie Monson to take a look at the room where most of the noises and incidents occurred. She knows nothing about the story, so let's see what she discovered.
So when I first walked into the room, I felt this presence, and it wasn't a very nice feeling. I feel a young girl has been here, as in a servant girl, and I feel that she was beaten very badly when she was actually in this room. And I feel I want to cry, I want to sort of call out, and I'm feeling cold and shivering all over. And when I link with spirit, I have a cold feeling come over me, and pins and needles was going right up my legs and all over my body. And I feel this girl was dressed almost similar to an Elgin, in an Elgin outfit, but not so smart, of course. And I feel that she was shut in this room for some reason. And I feel that she's like imprisoned herself, and she's still around. I feel if there has been felt like scratchings or knockings or whatever, I feel that she's trying to get out. She wasn't very old when she passed into spirit, and I feel she was also pregnant at the time that she passed into spirit, and I feel she was given a helping hand there.
So, perhaps the ghost is that of a young child or a young servant girl. In fact, they could have been both one and the same. And whenever you think about this ghost at home, the residents are certainly convinced who their ghost really is.